Alright guys, now that we have our title page done, now we're going to go ahead and work on typing our actual story. Okay, we're going to follow that same format. Okay, so again we're going to work together in technology mode on our fake story. Okay, and then once we're done you're going to apply those skills to your real story. Okay, so again, remembering when we're in technology mode, when we're working together, our voices are still at level 0 and you're raising your hand if you need any kind of assistance. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have my title page here, and to navigate to my second page I'm going to click on the letter N, okay, and that's going to put my cursor right where I need it to be, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the Enter key on my keyboard. Again, the Enter key is this key right here, this big one on the end. I'm going to go ahead and hit that a couple times until I get to my second page. Okay, you'll notice that right now my cursor's in the middle because I'm still in that format of everything is being centered. When you're going to type your actual story, you're going to want everything to be left aligned. Okay, and you'll notice that my cursor is red. Okay, that's showing that my text is still red. But when we're typing our actual story and not our title page, we're going to want to change our font back to black. We're going to reduce our size down to 12. Okay, and we're going to want to change our font to Arial. Okay, so now you are going to try those things on your screen to go ahead and help get us started. Okay, I want you to enter down onto your second screen. I want you to change your font color back to black. I want you to change your font size to 12. And I want you to change your font to Arial. Okay, so go ahead and do those things right on your screen for me. Alright, so now that everybody's kind of on the second page of their story and their cursor's right over here on the left and their cursor is small and black, we're ready to go ahead and start typing our story. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start a new paragraph of our story. When we start a new paragraph, the way that we're going to get our paragraph indented, just like you would in your writing, is we're going to use the Tab key. Okay, the Tab key is this key right here on your keyboard. It'll say Tab, which is T-A-B. Okay. So if I hit my Tab key one time, it's going to move my cursor over so that my paragraph is indented. Okay, go ahead and hit that Tab key one time on your keyboard. Great job. Okay, now we're going to type our very first sentence. Our very first sentence is going to be, "The cat said hi." Okay, so watch me do it up on my screen first. I'm going to say, "The cat said," and now I'm going to put some quotation marks around the word hi to show that it's dialogue. Okay, quotation marks are right here on your keyboard. They're right next to your enter screen. Okay, you'll notice there's quotation marks up at the top and then a little comma down here at the bottom. Okay, so to make quotation marks, I'm going to hold down my Shift key, and again you have two Shift keys, you can use either one. I'm going to hold down my Shift key and then hit that quotation button. Okay, so I'm going to hold down my Shift key, hit my quotation marks, and then type hi. Okay, so I want you to try that on your screen. I want you just to type "The cat said hi" and make sure you include your quotation marks. Great job. Okay. Now, the last two things we're going to look at today are how to look at errors when you have errors that come up on your screen, and how to save and find your document later on. Okay, so I'm going to type a word incorrectly. Instead of spelling the word cats as in C-A-T-S, I'm going to pretend like I mistyped it and I spelled it C-I-T-S. Okay? When I do that, you'll notice that it comes up with a red line. Okay? That red line shows that that's a spelling error. If I go ahead and click with my mouse on that word, and I use the right key on my mouse, okay, or that right button on your mouse, when I right click with my mouse, it's going to ask me if I meant to spell this word. Okay? But if I look at that word, that says city, so that's not the word that I meant to spell. Okay? It's going to give you words it thinks you meant to spell, but it might not always be giving you the right word. So you really have to look at which word you think is the correct one. Okay, so I'm going to go back and look at my word and see what the problem is. Oh, I see I put an I instead of an A. So if I change this to A, now my spelling error is gone, and I can see that my word is spelled correctly. Okay? When you're looking at the suggestions, if it gives you a word that you know isn't the word you need, but you're not quite sure how to spell the word on your own, definitely use your resources that your teacher has given you to kind of help you figure out how to spell that word. Okay, so now what we're going to do is the last thing I want to show you really quickly is how to save and then find your document later on. Okay, so when we save, or when we're using Google, everything is automatically saved. You'll notice right up here it says all changes saved in Drive. That means that everything's automatically saved and that we're not going to have to go ahead and save it on our own. Okay? Now, let's pretend that we're going to go ahead and exit out. But we didn't quite finish our paper and we'll want to go back to it later on. The easiest way to get back to your paper is to navigate back to your Google Classroom. You're going to find that assignment in the stream and click on the name of the assignment. When you do that, it'll take you to a screen where it'll have your document saved and all the progress that you've made on that document so far. Okay? You guys did a great job working with me today. So now what we're going to go do is go ahead and go to that You Do time where you guys are going to practice on your actual story that you guys have brought to work on. Okay, so you're going to apply all these skills that we've learned today and we'll apply them to your actual story to get it published. Thanks so much.